Our today's lesson will be based on electric current. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to, firstly, understand what is an electric current. Secondly, understand what are electric charges. Thirdly, understand and use the physics formula which relates current and charge. Let us start by understanding what is a current. A current actually relates to the flow of something. Can you guess a few examples? Let us have a look at a few examples of currents. The first example is wind current, which we feel especially during a cyclone. A wind current is due to the flow of air. The second example is water current, which we see in our rivers during heavy rainfall. A water current is due to the flow of water. Thirdly, and most importantly for our lesson, is electric current. And lightning is probably the most spectacular example of an electric current. The attack of an electric eel is not a less spectacular example of an electric current. What is an electric current? An electric current is due to a flow of charges. In a metal, the charges are electrons. We will learn later in this lesson that there are two types of charges. The SI unit of electric current is the ampere. This unit has been named after the famous French scientist André-Marie Ampère. The symbol used to represent the ampere is capital letter A. To measure current, we use an ammeter. The diagram shows an analog ammeter. Digital ammeters are also available. We now come to charges. Scientists have discovered that there are two types of charges, namely positive charges and negative charges. Simple experiments show that like charges repel and unlike charges attract each other. The SI unit of charge is the coulomb. This unit has been named after another famous French scientist, Charles-Augustin de Coulomb. The symbol used to denote the coulomb is capital letter C. Scientists visualize an electric current as a flow of charges. The magnitude of the current is equal to the amount of charge which flows per unit time. From this definition, we deduce the equation current is equal to charge flowing divided by time taken, or I is equal to Q divided by T. As far as units are concerned, current is measured in ampere, charge is measured in coulomb, and time is measured in second. So far, we have learned that, firstly, there are two types of charges. Secondly, an electric current is the amount of charge flowing per unit time. Thirdly, we learned that these two physical quantities are related to each other through the equation current is equal to charge flowing divided by time taken. Mathematically, I is equal to Q divided by T. We now move to an exercise. In this exercise, we are going to write down the SI units of the physical quantities involved in this lesson. I am sure you got all the three answers correct. The SI units are second, S for time, Coulomb, C for charge, and ampere, A for current. Remember that S is a small letter for second, C and A are capital letters for charge and current respectively. We now proceed to a numerical problem. A conductor carries a current of 2.5 amperes in an electrical circuit. Calculate the charge that flows through a point in 40 seconds. Try to think about it. This is a simple mathematical problem. Time is 40 seconds, current is 2.5 amperes, and we are required to calculate Q. The formula used is I is equal to Q divided by T. From here, 2.5 is equal to Q divided by 40. We now cross multiply. Q is equal to 2.5 multiplied by 40, which is 100 Coulomb. Let us now check the understanding of our today's lesson through this Cloze test. I'm sure you got all the answers correct. An electric current is due to a flow of charges. Electric current is measured in ampere using an analog or digital ammeter. There are two types of charges, namely positive and negative charges. Like charges repel, but unlike charges attract. Charge is measured in Coulomb. In this lesson, dear friends, we have learnt that, firstly, what is an electric current, in which unit current is measured, and we have learnt the name of the instrument used to measure current. Secondly, we learnt that there are two types of electric charges, and we learnt the unit used to measure electric charge. Thirdly, we learnt the formula which connects charge, current, and time. We also used the formula to solve a physics problem. We hope you enjoyed this video. We thank you for your time and attention. Till next time, it's goodbye from us.